Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 23 of the AFK Hour Podcast. I'm your host, jlucio, and today we have BigBoyEddie,
Hey guys.
NABjr,
Yo.
and StevieRay.
Hello again.
So Halloween has come and passed, and with that, we can mark down another Halloween in the history books. So what did you guys do for Halloween?
I personally did not do much. Just spend the weekend with my parents, family, had a small barbecue, and that was about it.
Solid
Nice.
answer, Eddie. Solid answer.
Well, I mean, what did you expect?
That's true, especially during COVID and whatnot. So,
Yeah, mine's very similar. I just stayed here, played games online, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
okay.
Yeah, and I was in a similar boat. We had a couple of friends come over. We gave candy out to the kids, cooked some burgers, and then I streamed that night. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun doing it. So
And for me, I was one of those friends who tagged along to Stevie, and his food is top notch. And maybe in the future we could do like a cookout stream. I think that would be pretty neat. But
That
make
actually
sure
sounds fun.
to not if you don't want to miss any of these streams, make sure to check us out at twitch.tv/SavePoint_TV, and that's where we mainly stream. So yeah, I'm glad that everyone had a very enjoyable Halloween. It was safe for everybody, and now we're on to the next thing. What did you guys do during this past week? What games did you guys play?
I personally didn't play much. I've been playing a lot of Ark from the previous stream, like when Snakerbot first debuted it. I don't know if you guys saw that. We've still been playing Ark every once in a while. Other than that, just living day by day, trying to get this through.
I never played Ark. So like I saw you guys play it, but like, what's cool about it? Is it just the survival aspect, the building aspect?
Yeah, for me it's a building aspect. I'm a big building nerd, but it's just fun mostly because you never know when shit's gonna hit the fan, which is always fun. You're like, oh, I got this under control. 5 seconds later, you're being forced off your dino, being pinned against the wall while getting killed, and just crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get it, but I think when I tried it, because I got it for free on Epic Store, but it said there was gonna be like 100 gig download, and I was like,
bro.
nah,
right?
I'll pass.
Did
I don't know, that's what it
include
said on the
DLC?
little numbers that it was
Did
gonna
it
be there.
include
I
all
was
the
like,
DLC or something?
maybe. I was like, nah, fuck this shit. 100 gigs, Call of Duty again.
Nah, that's half of Call of Duty, okay?
Sorry.
So I always noticed you playing it with Snakerbot and Ruben Ark, but
Mhm.
I never got into it because to me that's another game that's very grindy because you have to
Yeah,
mine all the
normally.
resources and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
normally. We first tried playing on a normal, legitimate server, but fuck that, man. I'm sorry
Yeah.
about the cursing, but it takes hours to do just simple stuff like tame a low-level dino, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna call it a night. You build yourself a nice little shack thinking you're safe, and then some asshole who plays it there at 2 or 3 in the morning or 6 in the morning comes into your area and just destroys everything just to fuck with you. They get absolutely nothing out of it because they're higher levels, but they just do it because of it. But the way we play, it is a little bit grindy, but it's enjoyable grinding. Like the server that we're on, taming is, I believe, 5 times faster. Resource gathering is 4 times, and just stuff like that. It makes it a lot easier. Like taming a high-level dino, which would literally take you like 8 to 12 hours in real game, would only take you 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
40 minutes?
I mean, it's still a lot, but compared to 12 hours.
I mean, true, but 40 minutes?
Oh, I don't know, man. What do you want me to tell you? It's like a high-end level freaking dino, like a Giga or a T-Rex.
Honestly, when you said grindy, I thought you just meant like, it just takes a long time to do things. Not like you're mining rune essence on RuneScape, you just go back and forth.
But to be fair, it's actually not that bad. You can just leave the dinosaur there and just check on it every once in a while so it doesn't get attacked. You can do other
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you literally had to be like, all right, dinosaur, here's something for 40 minutes. I'm like, a la verga, when you're over here 40 minutes straight, yeah, like caressing it.
Never freaking finish.
So, I mean, have you ever played Rust? Is it similar like Rust?
It's
was
the
actually gonna
exact
ask the same thing.
basically, yeah.
It's
Just
but it's
only
just
difference is
dinosaurs,
dinos.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have a bunch of friends who just grind the hell out of Rust all the time, and they're always like, I remember I'll be playing other games with them, but they'll have somebody will hop in the Discord and be like, "Hey, base is under attack," and then they gotta fucking
It's really fun.
Oh, we gotta go.
Like
It's fucking
PvP is really
important.
fun, but people are assholes. So Snaggerbot and I stick to PvE, where like you can still mess with your teammates, but people can't attack you. Like these fuckers will
Okay.
hit me till I pass out just to put me in a fire to die, but they can't do that to other people.
Interesting. I might check it out. I like the game. It looks really cool. When I was watching Snaggerbot stream, I was like, damn, this looks fun as fuck. But the thing that turns me off is the grindy part. Like I don't mind grindy games, but the thing is that I have an addiction. Like I get addicted really quick.
Yeah.
So like if I love it, I'm just gonna be like, oh fuck, I can't stop playing this. It's gonna be on my mind. I don't know what, blah blah. So that's why I try to not to play those kinds of games.
Yeah,
because
I
I'm gonna
definitely
play that
understand
shit.
you. I definitely understand you. But if you do want to play, you can join us, man. We're slowly setting up to be able, because it's crazy. This server has its own economy. It's a cluster of servers, so you can travel between maps where technically it's one server, but each map has different players on it. People have stores where they sell dinos. It's like it's got its full economy, which is pretty neat. And the
Okay.
more you play, you get points, which is the economy there, and you can use it to buy things. You can set up your own store to sell things. Pretty neat.
It'd be really cool if we could set up a server. I don't know if you could do this in ARC, but set up a server for like viewers and you guys like being in the same
Yeah.
world.
It'll be really hard to do, but it's something possible.
So I mean, if we have enough people, just make sure to leave a comment and we can maybe add you to the server. I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting.
They can always join that one. The people
Yeah,
there,
that's
the
true
people in
too.
charge are pretty cool.
Okay.
Well structured. It's like that's their job. It's pretty neat,
Interesting.
Nice.
and it's called Arcade, I believe. Like the video game arcade, but it's spelled ARK. You know, because of the game.
Oh, clever girl. That's a reference from Jurassic Park. Okay. So.
Yes. Clever.
All right, Nick. What have you been playing this past week?
Oh, I started out playing Factorial again, but I was playing with 3 other people. Factorial was really fun. It's just that we were
Nick,
playing with.
Sorry to cut in, but did you notice that they re-updated Satisfactory?
Oh, I haven't played Satisfactory in a long time, but I know they've been updating it.
Yeah, that was another recent big update. It's 3.5.
Oh shit! Wonder what they added. I know one of my friends was playing, and apparently, you know how there's the space thing, the one that delivers
elevator?
goods.
Yeah.
Like he was able to get on it, and he flew up, and then he died in space and lost all his resources up there.
I didn't even know you can get to space now. That's crazy.
Well, I don't know if you're supposed to actually. Like he went up there. I don't know if there's a space thing, but he just died up there, and like everything he had on him, he's like, dude, I just lost everything. It's horrible.
Yeah, at that point, that's when I give up.
And he had to manually restart like the apparently because the game wouldn't restart him back in the world. So he had to do something to be able to restart back in the world again. Like I'm sure it was a glitch of some sort.
He messed up his game by going that high up.
Yeah, but I didn't know. But I have been wanting to check it out again. But Factorial is kind of like Satisfactory, except Factorial is 2D, not 3D. And we were playing with 3 other people, and so like I was in charge of, I guess, copper, and then somebody was in charge of iron. Iron's the most used resource, and then somebody's coal, and somebody was power. Except that somebody kept freaking. So like we follow like this pattern so that you can infinitely keep expanding, like produce more. And this guy kept doing his own thing because it's like his first time playing. It's like when we first started playing, but it just kept limiting the threshold. So we kept needing more iron, But he was like, no, we need to get to the next tier of the belts. And we're like, it'll help for a little bit, but you need to keep adding more shit to your structure to produce more iron. Oh, it was fun. But like the guy's still learning, but we still need to play again. And hopefully he learns that our way is actually a lot better, or he finds a better way that's ours. But I played that.
My way or the
Yeah, I was gonna say
highway?
you can't play unless you play the way I like it. Okay, get out of here. kid.
No, it's okay, but as long as he can give us results, if we can't power all the other freaking things, then we can't get anywhere. You can't go to the next era essentially unless you get a ton of that resource. But we played that. We were playing Overcooked on stream. And then we played like this, I think it's called Trails something. It's like a bicycle game.
Trials.
Yeah, Trials.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah, like essentially it's like a lot of hard obstacles. And we've been playing that game a little bit. It's pretty fun, but it's hard. But there's like Extreme. Extreme's pretty impossible if you just started playing. Maybe if you play a lot more, you can do it. But we would do all the way to hard because it has like beginner, medium, hard, and then extreme. But yeah, we played that. I feel like there was one more game I wanted to say we played, but I totally forgot. I guess we're playing like those games mainly with people. But it's pretty fun.
Okay. How about you, Stevie? What have you been up to this past week?
I mean, it's a lot of same old. As you know, as I said on last week's pod, I've been on that Destiny grind. At the airing of this podcast, there's less than a week left before the season ends for Destiny 2, and I am trying to grind for triumphs. It's very similar, Eddie. I think you remember when the Call of Duty season was about to end, and I was grinding to finish that battle pass, and I did it like with a couple hours left. I'm expecting a similar race to the finish here because I'm about, let's see, at the time of filming, I'm about level 60, 62, and I got to get to level 100 in like a week. So we'll see. But you get the more you level up, you're gonna get you get XP bonuses and stuff like that. And then also, like, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they do some kind of XP bonus weekend or something like that. So hopefully it all works out. But there's like two things specifically I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the seal, and in order to get the seal, you need to get a triumph score of 50k. And then you got to complete the battle pass. And like, because I started so late, it's just been a grind. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of that. Also, I got back into Don't Starve. I saw some other people playing it on stream, and we were playing it on stream. And so I started diving back into that rabbit hole of like, oh, like, how do I do this so efficiently? The other day I was helping Jess Pack, who was on the pod a couple weeks ago. She was playing Don't Starve for the first time on stream, and so I was helping her team. We died like the first 3 times because like even the first time, even I died because I completely forgot that I needed to build a torch. Because usually by the end of the first day, there's somebody has some kind of fire source that I can mooch off of, and I don't have to worry about it. But because everybody was so new, nobody had any. They were like, I was like, oh yeah, you guys gotta build torches. and then we couldn't find any sticks. We needed sticks. And we're like, has anybody found sticks? But I love Don't Starve. They added some stuff for Halloween, which is pretty cool. Like jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm actually probably gonna keep playing maybe more Don't Starve with that group or with our group. But yeah, Don't Starve, Destiny 2. That's pretty much what I've been playing. More grinds, all grinds.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say the 2 games that I was thinking that. Sorry, George. Was actually I had bought Baldur's Gate 3 when it came out, but I finally played it. It was pretty fun, except that we literally started the first like story, like you're in the ship or something, and then we died like really quick, like, and we didn't know that you had to like you can save and then restart, but I didn't know that was a thing that time, so we restarted.
Scumming. You save
Well,
scummer.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I do it
at
all the time.
all.
It's super handy.
But we literally restarted and made our characters again. And Baldur's Gate, for those who don't know, is like playing D&D or like Divinity Sin Origin 2. But this one's more D&D focused, so more rolling of dice and stuff. So we were playing it. It was pretty fun. We died like 3 times until like the second time we figured out we can do saving.
Was it F5 and then load F8 or F9?
Yeah, and then like we were able to actually like stay alive, and we almost everybody but my characters. We had a party of 4, but only 2 people were actually playing. We had like 2 other people you control, but they all died and went down, and somehow just like every attack was missing me. I was like, damn, bro, I'm over here juking everybody, but we survived, so that was pretty cool. And then the next day, and the reason we also wanted to play that is because the next day we restarted our D&D campaign. So we're back at it again. I've made archers like pretty much every single time. So this time I made a rogue archer. Essentially, he's gonna be a sniper that's sneaky around. You know, he's gonna be like, come on, pew! And, you know, snipe them and kill them. That's
you
the
should
plan.
try doing it through Divinity, since I think all of you have it, right? You and your friends.
No, only 2 people have.
Rip.
But we also have a party of 6 now.
Oh, okay, no, that's a little bit hard.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm gonna try to get it. So my plan is they're gonna let us multi-class, so I'm gonna try to do like 3 levels of rogue or 2 levels, and then do some of the fighters so I can get even more attacks and higher decks. You know, so we'll see how this goes.
That's how basically Ruben, Jesus, and I were playing Divinity. Even though it's like video game instead of actually being, you know, Dungeons and Dragons. Ruben's class was all over the place. Even though he was an archer, for whatever reason, he'd be able to cast spells or tank people and just dumb stuff like that.
But yeah, I'm gonna see how that goes. I want to be able to like just be sneaky in the shadows and then do like a freaking snipe from nowhere and then just one shot them, you know? Yeah.
Whenever I play D&D, I like doing that. I like doing the sneaky attacks, and then while everyone's fighting, I loot the body.
Yeah, we know you loot the body.
So then when the fight's done, there's nothing to loot for everyone else. It's just me. But I get kills some here and there. I mean, that's fun.
You mentioned like save scumming. What other games have you like save scummed the hell out of?
If they have a shortcut, I've save scummed.
I remember personally, I was like, I don't know if this is considered save scumming, but I think it wasn't on like the recent FIFAs, but I think it was on the older FIFAs when I didn't want to lose a match or to have it count as a loss. I would turn off my Xbox, and if you turned off your Xbox, then it wouldn't count as a loss. It would just count as a disconnect. And so I would just turn it off really quick before I lost, and then I would turn it back on. And then I would get to keep going. Was
it against other people?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just scummy in general.
Because if I remember correctly, it was like because it was if you had a clean record, you got more, you got better rewards. So it's like I didn't want to take any L's, so I was just like, fuck.
Wait, so if someone disconnected on you, do you get the dub, or is it just a disconnect as well?
You get the dub.
Okay.
You get the dub, but you don't take the L. So like if you disconnect, so they've since fixed that, to where basically like even if you even hit like the home button, like on your Xbox or on your PS4, it's a forfeit. You take the L. Yeah. But I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, I remember doing it a lot for Fallout. I would have, for example, very low perception. So it was like a 20% chance of success. Failure, reload, failure, reload, failure, reload. Success! Nice, let's go.
I've actually had it
Oh my
happen
God.
to it, like against me to where like I can't remember what game it was, but I saved progress at the wrong time, and then I was just stuck in like
a death loop.
in like an area where I was really low leveled, and like it's like I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be like I was like I think it was. No, I can't remember, but it was like I was in a level that I wasn't supposed to be at, and I got checkpointed there, and so like yeah, I was stuck.
Yeah, that happened to me with the first Dark Souls, and it completely turned me off from the series, which I loved, by the way. But in the first Dark Souls, you're supposed to go through the sewers, which is you can go wherever the fuck you want. You can beat the game any way you want because it's completely open. But it's like the recommended area where everything's low level. No, Potato Eddie decided to go the other way. Everything was one-shotting me, and I was told that that's part of the game. And I told the friend, I was like, hey, I'm having trouble here. Like, chapete, idiot. That's until like you're level 50.
Oh my
I was like, oh, that makes way more sense.
That's funny. That does seem like a very Eddie thing to do. Like, damn, this game's so hard. Like, no, you're not even supposed to be here. So like 20 levels down the road.
I've totally done that. Where like I've been or I was like super under leveled fighting bosses that I had no right to be fighting, and then I'll be fucking fighting them for like an hour, and then like yeah, I got him. Like 1 XP or whatever.
I think it's funny because like what's it called? Eddie has lack of thinking in a lot of games, right? And there is one game. Well, we play League a lot. And every time Eddie, because they're in the middle lane, like there's like a little corner, and you're not supposed to go to that corner because typically people are pushing down that corner. And then whenever someone gets caught and dies in that corner, we're like, oh, that guy took the Eddie corner. But Eddie's just now he's just accepted. He's like, yep, that's me. I'm Eddie.
I try to get better, and it's just one single good play and completely lapse of judgment, and I stop paying attention again.
Yeah, I feel like that's your problem in a lot of multiplayer games. You get like a really big head after one kill, and there's still like 10 minutes left in the game. I'm like, bro, calm down. No, I got this, guys. I'm so ahead. Oh,
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
but yeah, but we love you and we love playing games with you, Eddie.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
For me, I've been still playing Hearthstone, and I just been grinding that. I think Hearthstone's really fucking fun. Also, I've been playing a bunch of League with Darlena, aka Squeaky Toad. We've been grinding because the season's about to end, and she wants to get to Plat, and we're trying to get her to Plat, but it's really hard for her and for me to help her climb. Like I have my main account. It's already in Plat. It's been there since like the first week when it started. But usually, whenever I do play League, I get to Plat and I stop playing completely. But this season, I wanted to help Darlena get into Plat, so I have a Smurf, and I've been just helping grinding with her. Another game,
you get to Plat?
You get like different skins. You get like borders and random little trinkets. It's not that significant. It's more like a bragging rights. Like whenever someone sees your border, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's Plat." Well, I mean, Plat's not that big of a deal, but people that are low level are like, "Oh shit."
I used to show off my Wood 5 border.
Wait, what?
I used to show off my Wood 5 border.
Yeah, I mean, some people are proud to be really low level, and Wood is not even the lowest rank anymore. It's Iron.
Oh,
Iron's
shit.
even lower than.
Oh, isn't it bronze now, Iron?
Yeah, that's why. Wood is bronze, and now there's something lower than bronze. It's Iron.
Is Plat the equivalent of like diamond in Overwatch?
I'm not entirely sure because I was talking to another friend and we're trying to do comparisons. I don't think they overlap well. I think it's kind of high diamond. Like, I'm not entirely sure.
Because like in Overwatch, I think the majority of the population is in gold Plat. Where would you say the majority of the League population is?
Low gold. No, I would say low gold. Because that's 1500 MMR around there. Low gold, high silver. That's where the majority of like League players are.
Dude, this next season looks ridiculous with all the items too.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. It looks really fun because they're completely changing the game. The last time they did this was for jungle, and I don't know. I could go on a whole spiel about this, but I'd rather not, because this game also, even though I play a shit ton, it also like I get so tilted from this fucking game because of I don't know, right? It's just
Well, I know you wanted to talk about something about Riot in the news.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about that eventually. Like not right. Like I have still more. But yeah, Riot is a Gacha company. But another game I've been playing is Don't Starve as well. We've been playing that on stream, so I think it's really fun. I wanted to try out the Halloween events, and I thought it was really cool how you could get trick or treat from the Pig King. You could get candy, so that's really neat. And the Jack-o'-lantern was a cool and since I was playing with Nick plays with a shit ton of DLCs or mods. Yeah. So like I was playing as Law from One Piece. And Darlene was playing as Annie from League of Legends, and Nick, who you're playing as? Oh, Sanji, right?
Sanji, yeah.
It was really fun. Honestly, I don't really like playing with mods because I feel like it's kind of cheating, but it did add like a different element to the game, and it was really fun.
You see, that just depends, man. It depends what kind of mods you install.
Yeah. I guess that is true.
That's very true. At least for Divinity, there's a bunch of mods that add just different classes for you to enjoy like different game styles. Obviously, there's other mods where they give you like infinite health, infinite turns, etc. Fuck that. It's not as fun.
Mm-hmm. And the last game I've been playing was Call of Duty. I wanted to try out the Halloween event.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, man. Call of Duty outdid themselves like hardcore.
Yeah.
Like this Halloween event was so much fun. It had so much replayability. The retention rate they got probably was out through the roof. Like, so I'm really excited like what Call of Duty is gonna do in the future. A
little birdie told me that you think I'm getting better at Warzone.
Yeah, I said that you're getting better at Warzone. Your aiming is way better. Your positioning is way better. But yeah, you're getting good.
I really like the direction that Call of Duty is going. I think I'm really excited for Cold War because I'm just hoping it's the same model. You know, it is kind of weird though. Like, so because Cold War and Modern Warfare were made by two different companies, right?
Yeah, that's the main issue.
But who does Warzone?
That company.
The one that did Modern Warfare. Because
that's Infinity Ward, right? Is that Sledgehammer? Sledgehammer's doing Cold War.
Yeah, Cold War, Sledgehammer, and then this one was Infinity Ward.
Yeah, so it's like is Sledgehammer gonna be updating Warzone, or is Infinity Ward updating Warzone?
I think, I'm not sure. I think it's Infinity Ward and just the what is it, Cold War, or what is the new color?
Yeah, campaign.
The Cold War game will connect you to the Activision Warzone if you want to play Warzone or their Battle Royale, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. Like, I wonder, like, me personally, I love zombies, so it's like I'm excited for that. Catch that on stream.
Did you get to play the Warzone with the zombie mode and all that?
Yeah, I checked it out. That looks it was so cool.
It was really fun, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I was really surprised that they outdid themselves. Like, I've never experienced something to this aspect, like in any game. Like for Halloween events, that they added a different variant to the Warzone, and then you become a zombie, and then that zombie has abilities, and on top of that, if you land in certain locations, if you loot the crates, you get like special unlockables, which is really cool. And like you get a clean
the jump scare loot.
Yeah, there's also that. I don't know if George ever got to experience one of those.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got to experience.
You freaking lucky bastard! I got it in my first box playing the first time. I was so dumb, dude.
I think I might have gotten it, but I was just really confused. Like, what's going on? I thought I died. So like, I don't know. Like with that kind of stuff in video games, I don't really get that scared. I'm just like focused on not dying. But when I instantly something pops up, I'm like, oh, I'm dead. That's my first instinct. But then I was like, oh wait, no, something just I don't know what the fuck that was, but sure, whatever. But yeah, like I said, like
they really rechanged the game with adding all that. Like compared to usually they just add things that don't do much to the game, but they really like you said, they added a whole new Like
Yeah,
you revive, like
they made you jump into different areas of the map so you can try to get all the loot. It was pretty cool.
yeah, it took a lot more work.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if they do like a snowball fight for?
GTA
For
style.
winter.
I mean,
GTA
I wouldn't knock it.
style.
Yeah, I wouldn't like put it past them because I'm pretty sure like they have such a good momentum coming up to December. They're already working on random shit for Christmas, and especially with the
Yeah,
new
I
release
mean-
of the game. Like,
Yeah, I mean, all of their DLC. That's just top notch. I mean, they're giving you these free modes now, so that alone is like worth the price of the game. And then for Warzone, that's free. But that's free to play. And then like all their skins and all that, they look so cool. Like it makes you just want to buy more
it's really
stuff.
cool. And all the new guns that they add, although sometimes unfair, like shotgun with explosive rounds, like what the fuck? That sucks, but it's really cool. The only grind I personally have is the stupid size of the game, man. It's ridiculous.
It's made by a small
said
company.
that-
So what can you expect today?
yeah, small company, only worth millions of dollars. That's it.
Billions,
I think I read
probably.
somewhere that the Cold War is going to require between 20 gigs and 250 gigs, something like
So-
that.
A la verga, güey.
I'll see you next week, Eddie. You're gonna be gone downloading the
Yeah.
game.
You guys are gonna be like level 100. I'm barely like at 50% of the download.
But yeah, like I'm really excited. I'm really astonished like what Call of Duty or Infinity Ward was able to do, because maybe 4 years ago everyone was like, who's gonna come on top, Call of Duty or Battlefield? But now everyone's like, Battlefield who? Who's that? Like, who the fuck is Battlefield now? Like they completely destroyed the fucking competition. Battlefield did a flop, which was about World War II, and after that, I guess they weren't able to recover. I'm pretty sure Activision. That's who owns it, right? Activision is trying to.
EA.
Oh, EA. EA is trying to recoup, and they're trying to find out a game that they could potentially have to put against Call of Duty. But at this
Like
point,
Star Wars. Maybe that's why they started focusing on Star Wars, because they're probably dropping Battlefield.
yeah, maybe. Star Wars is another game that is very interesting. I really like their game,
The
but
newest one was really good.
yeah. I was gonna say it was really good, but EA is just very gordos, and they fucking
Yeah.
try to take all the money from you, which is not cool. And in Call of Duty
They
was
try to
like,
fuck you over.
yeah, and Call of Duty is like, well, everything's here up front. If you want all the extra stuff, it's here, but they don't impact the game. It's only if you want it. But EA is like, yeah, skins and whatnot, and EA is like, oh, here's the game. That's another 50 DLCs right here, another $20. And if you want the a bundle, this is like around $50, but it also impacts your game. So here, if you want this,
To level
So,
up
like,
faster, etc.
yeah, to
It's
level
even
up
for
faster.
single player games. Freaking Assassin's Creed had it, man. It's so dumb.
yeah. So like, I think that's really their business model. It needs to get a complete rework because they're losing a lot of momentum and ground with other companies.
Apparently, they're getting in a lot of trouble with the law in different countries too.
Yeah, because this opens another can of worms where they're saying that bundles, like whenever you do transactions, that's considered gambling.
Mhm.
So they're trying to take away loot boxes. Like so in
Yeah.
Overwatch, they're
And
trying to take
that's
that
their
away as
bread
it goes
and
their
butter.
control. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
like
their bread and
gacha?
butter. What's up?
Like gacha? That's illegal?
I mean,
What's that?
no, so gacha
No,
wouldn't
Nick.
be illegal. Well, maybe it would be. I don't know.
It just depends on the country and how it's done.
Oh, okay. Gacha is loot boxes. Just
Oh,
random.
okay. Well, the thing is
Yeah.
that the thing that's more alarming is that not that the gambling aspect, but this is targeted to young people, young
Mhm.
kids. That's the thing that most companies don't want. Like,
And they also use the same techniques they used in slot machines, so they're all colorful and look nice, make a bunch of noises.
like this was a huge controversy during the CS Lotto shit. Like, I don't know if you guys knew that, but back in the day when CS:GO was really on its like prime, there's third-party companies where they incentivize selling their skins, and then people would bet on them. And then if you got high enough bids, and you get the the fucking skin or whatever, right? But it cracked down because they're using the same kind of like gambling system, and it was targeted for young kids because this very impressionable people. So obviously they settled in court, and it was very scummy what the company did. And the worst part was that. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The worst part was that they would reach to these like really big influencers, like these YouTubers who had millions of people watching. Yeah. They wouldn't tell. This is a huge controversy on YouTube.
I remember that they were the owners of the website, but they were using their image.
I watched that whole
yeah. They didn't disclose the fact that they owned it or they were being sponsored by CS Lotto. And after this, YouTube, after all this controversy, this happened 2-3 years ago, maybe even more. YouTube is required now that if you're promoting something, it has to be disclosed at the very beginning and has to have a little tag. That's why whenever you go to YouTube videos now, there's like a little tag on the bottom saying this is a promotion or whatever. Because like back then it wasn't advertised.
Wasn't that always a thing? But now,
no.
Before they weren't considered part of like the TV regulations of it.
It wasn't always a thing. It was just after they got into hot water with the CS Lotto and the whole thing that happened with Fire Festival. Now you have to disclose because that's also another social media thing that fucked up. But yeah, it's crazy. Like
what I was gonna say was like I'm still waiting for EA to make a move on FIFA because they haven't even tried to change that model yet. You're fucking opening card packs in FIFA like for Ultimate Team, and like it's honestly the word. I watch it now. Like I still watch people who play FIFA, because like I do find it like satisfying when they do like pack somebody good. But man, like it's just crazy. Like having played it in the past, it's so hard to get a good player. It's just luck. It's all it is. Like luckily for me, like I never really like put a lot of money into that, but there are people who are putting money into gachas and FIFA and now Genshin Impact. Like there was just a story. Mtashed, who's a popular YouTuber, he does a lot of grinding games, got into Genshin, and he did a story with Vice. Is it Vice or Polygon? But basically saying that he put 6K into Genshin, and that he's basically like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop covering Genshin because it's predatory. Which I could be on both sides there. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like it's a gacha game, you know? But also you fucking dropped a chingos of cash on this game. Like you could have stopped way earlier. But content, but I mean, it's whatever. But
it always depends on the person, man. He probably has like an addictive personality.
Yeah, it's the same thing with casinos. Like, whenever people have their limits when going to a casino, but they don't stop because they want to hit the big jackpot. It's the same thing, but without the caution, because people are very dismissive in video games and loot boxes, but they don't realize how they resemble like slot machines, like Eddie was saying. Like it's insane. So like I kind of lean towards that guy saying that we need to advertise that this is like potentially addictive and it's a form of gambling. So
yeah, and that was like the big thing that he was saying is that it was less like because he was covering it like, and that it's like, oh, like I wasn't getting what I wanted, you know, but more that his videos and like his addictive
personality
habits, like his habits, like to where like it's like, oh, I'm just gonna keep spending. It caused blowback onto his community that was watching his videos, saying like, oh, that could be me, like I could get that big pull, and then they get into those addictive habits as well, and so it's promoting that addictive gambling nature. So that's I think that was the point of the article, if I'm not mistaken. It's like less so that it's like, oh, like they're it's a gotcha and I spent all this money. It's more like I need to stop doing these types of videos because it's going to affect other people, not just me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be some type of disclaimer, especially for loot boxes, especially if it's for
just
PG,
in general,
PG-13.
because I didn't know this till like half a year ago. Apparently, like FIFA games, if it's older than 2 years, they cut the servers completely.
That's
like
crazy.
if you try to play 2017, let's say, and you want to play it online, it doesn't exist online anymore.
I still don't think that FIFA should be a yearly game. I don't think FIFA should be a yearly game. I don't think Madden should be a yearly game. I don't think NBA 2K should be a yearly game. I think that it should be a service game where you buy the roster. It's like you can pay like you make, because the graphics haven't gotten better. It's like I haven't seen better sweat. Like I haven't seen better sweat for like 5 years. But
I can't see my face on that sweat.
Yeah.
but what I mean is, like, I haven't seen very many like gameplay mechanic changes year to year. The only thing I really see updated is the rosters, and like maybe some kind of career mode update or some kind of story update, but it's not worth $60. I would say that if they really want to make this kind of money, it's like do like a fucking, like if FIFA did a damn battle pass, like where it's like you play games, you unlock levels that give you card packs. I think that would be so cool. Or you could purchase the battle pass to get more card packs,
like Fortnite style.
Just I think that would be. I think that's problem solved. No more loot boxes. Yeah. If you wanted to like still, I guess, gamble on card packs, I guess you could do that. But I feel like you level up, you get card packs. I don't know, but they're making so much money with this method because it is that gambling style that I think they're just gonna keep going until they can't no more.
Yeah, wallet talks, man. Money talks.
Especially here in America. But the thing that we forget is that America is not the only country that plays video games. A bunch of Europeans and Asians and whatever play a bunch of video games, and I mean, Asians probably have the biggest demographics for gaming in general, but Europeans love soccer and football. So like, as long as they're making money, EA's making money off them and those packs, that model is gonna stay for the long haul. Like, even though it's very hurtful for the company and people are beginning to see through the loopholes, nothing's gonna change as long as they make a lot of money, or if the community starts making a big uproar about it. Because yeah, like I agree with Stevie, where most of these games are just like a rehash of the same old. And what they do, which is very sneaky, and I honestly think it's clever, is that it went like, let's say it's Madden 18, right? Comes out, they have a brand new game mode. Madden 19, they remove that game mode. And then the newest Madden 20, they add back that old game mode that was removed previously, saying, oh, it's brand new, we brought it back. But in reality, no, they just used it from the old Madden 18 from 2 years ago.
Here and there.
Yeah. So like, it's clever. Don't get me wrong. It's already getting washed out. It's played out so much that everyone's seeing through the cracks in the mirror. But it's interesting. EA needs to change. EA is another company that we hate. Fuck you, EA. Except when if we're sponsored, never mind. We love you. So I feel like this is a good segue to transition to the news. The first thing that was the biggest news out here was the 2077 Cyberpunk being delayed.
Yeah, so it got delayed again. But is this a bad thing?
I don't think so, man. But
I think
there's
so.
a lot of
you think so, Nick? You think
Why
so?
do I think so? I think because
impatient.
No, because I don't know. I was seeing a couple articles, but like, to me, you keep delaying something. What you're doing is hyping this game more and more. So if you don't deliver this like crazy quality game, people are gonna like, these guys took till 2077 to make this fucking game, and this is what they gave me, is a piece of shit, way. This game is garbage, way.
I would agree with you, but they have a long track record of doing amazing stuff, which is why I personally don't mind.
Can I say something real quick? Another company that has a really high track record of making good stuff was Bethesda, and they released what? Fallout 67 or what?
76.
76. I've had it backwards.
Fallout 69.
And Skyrim
Nice.
on bridges and all this other stuff.
So I mean, I feel like they're.
Though another one that's still pretty good is Obsidian, which did the other side of Fallout. I think like Fallout New Vegas and all this other stuff. They just recently came out with what was that game called? The one that's like Futurama-esque.
Outerlands?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
was cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so I've been reading a bunch of stuff like on both sides. I think Jason Schreier has been posting a lot about like the crunch that's going on there, and there's like a lot of deniers saying like no, like well from CD Projekt Red saying there's no crunch doesn't exist, but then Jason Schreier is on Twitter saying that he's gotten emails that have been sent out like saying that basically apologizing to families, saying like we're sorry that we have to like that you're having to work these long hours to finish this game or something like that, and that you may like it may impact your holidays, like that they're getting letters like that or emails sending them to their families and stuff. You would hope for the best. I mean, the gaming industry in general, like I've talked about on the podcast before, how I originally wanted to be a game developer, but like down the years, like I'm really glad that I didn't. Even though I am a masochist and I do love
Grinding.
what I do. I love grinding, and I love like for those that know me at work, it's like I'm always like just doing the most for the same amount of pay. So it's like even though I have that type of personality, the horror stories you hear from the gaming industry with crunch and with grind is like it's like they're just driving these guys into the ground. And I don't know what benefits they're gonna get from that. I mean, maybe it's like they're gonna get some awesome bonuses because of how well the game sells or something like that. But I don't know how any of that works. But yeah, I mean, you hope that they're at least getting taken care of, and I guess also that they don't want to push out an unfinished game, which nobody does. But I do wish there was maybe a little bit of like transparency to say like hey, you know, we just finished, like the main game is done. It's like right now there's just a couple bugs that we're trying to figure out. Or
I think that's
like,
what they said. The game is ready for all new and modern systems. They're just trying to get it work for the older system. Something along.
I think it was upside down. It was upside down. They have it all ready for the older ones, but they want to make it work with all the newer ones.
Like the ones that haven't come out yet.
I think so. That's what I read. Like I read an article, like their tweets, I think said that they're trying to get it. I forget what word it is, but like future proof, like for the newer systems to work. Even though like they said like most of your cells are gonna be the current ones, not the new ones, because most people won't have the newer ones.
Yeah, so I got it backwards then.
Yeah, but that's what I read, and then I also read kind of what you're saying, except like people are mad. And they were sending them like really bad emails or messages or tweets. Like, hey, I'm going to kill your family because you're taking forever.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be a nice tweet compared to all the other ones.
I personally feel like that's one of the main reasons why these crunch and like super stressful times happen, man. Just because the community is very toxic. Like you can't make a single, like granted, I think it's validated 90% of the time, like the anger in the industry, but it's just these companies are just trying to please everybody.
I think that boils down to one thing: don't pre-order games.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. All right, good. Now we got that out there.
I will say though,
I agree
that they could there's a lot of more companies, I think we talked about this before, that are doing the new model where they do like the early release, just like Baldur's Gate 3, that they did like the early release only 27 hours. Of course, they're like other companies are bigger.
Story-driven game like that though, like you can't do early access. Like that's so one game that did do that, I don't know if you guys remember or have heard of the game Hades. Hades was in early access, but basically like you got so far and then it like cut you off. Like you were done with the story. And then when they released 1.0, that's when they actually had it to where you could finish the full story. So if it's something like that, I think in a AAA game though, for something like this, that's impossible to do. You can't do like, I don't know. I say that, but then I look at myself playing Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1, and I'm like, you know, but that was a complete game. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake was.
It's also something very finicky because then you can get games like Cube World or something, whatever it was called. I don't know if you guys remember that one.
RimWorld?
No, Cube World, Pixel World, something like that. It was supposed to be something something so amazing. I don't know what. And it was always an early access, and then the creators creators, I think it was two of them, disappeared and never finished the game.
You know what game that I bought like on the hype train that I regret? Did you guys ever hear of or play Atlas?
I've heard of it. I never
Sounds
bought
familiar.
it. Yeah.
So a bunch of streamers were playing it at one point in time, and it was like touted as like there's gonna be the new so fun, and it looked so cool because it was like you could you could sail on a boat. And
I played that game.
A survival one.
I hated it.
And then
it's Ark, but reskinned.
Yeah, basically. But then they released it, and the servers were shit. Everyone kept getting kicked out. All the resources, it was all buggy, and it was like, no, but dude, like, I don't know.
It was literally Ark because it was the same company, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
Yeah. Okay, let me check my Steam library real quick. I think it was.
So from my short experience with like this kind of stuff, I come to realize that delays are never good. Like, I guess it could improve the game, but overall it's not good because first off, the audience will get unsettled and they'll get unrested. They want something than what Nick said. They're gonna expect something that's way more hyped than it actually is, and maybe it's a quality of life bug fix, which is not that significant, but they still had to delay the game to do it. So people are expecting, oh, they're adding all this new stuff, but in reality, it's just a small little bug. And yeah, these delays are never good. And I guess I would give this, because it's a AAA title, I would give them the benefit of the doubt if this was their first delay, but it's I think their second or third delay because this game was
a lot more. Yeah,
because this game was supposed to come out earlier this year. It's not even supposed to come out right now.
It was supposed to come out like in July, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But then well, I mean, COVID and all that hit, so we understand. But still, what's funny for me is like, they did all these delays, and like I don't know, it was just supposed to release a lot later. Sorry, I lost my thought.
but like it's just like, since this game has been delayed so long, like people are just like, oh, this game better be the biggest game ever of 2020, so like it better not fuck this shit up. But I guess they do cross the line when they do start sending death threats, and I don't guess, I know that's crossing the line. Yeah, because that's horrible. Like, you shouldn't wish misfortune upon others, even if it's a game that you pre-ordered. Like, I think that's really stupid, and you have to grow up if you actually think that. Yeah. But
I remember what I was gonna say. So so it was supposed to come out way earlier this year, but and they even were touting like, oh, this is gonna be upgradable to where you can, like, as soon as the new consoles come out, you can upgrade from the lower console to the newer console, and now it's not even an issue anymore. So it's like because by the time the game comes out, the newer consoles are gonna be out already.
Yeah, like it just looks really bad. It looks like the developers were really unprepared, and even though like the COVID hit and it was such a horrible thing and probably it impacted the schedule, it shouldn't be a factor that it got delayed so long, because this game should have been completed and they just had to do quality of life bug fixes here and there and then release it in an initial date. This happened also for that big EA game that was I forgot the name of the game,
Anthem?
but it was
Anthem.
Yeah, Anthem. So Anthem, that one was gonna be it was touted as well, like one of the best games ever. It's gonna be the 2019 game.
That was more of a bunch of lies and unfulfilled promises.
So what happened? So what happened with Anthem was that the developers had like 3 years to make this game. They took the first year into concept art and doing that stuff. The next year they did the level design, and then the last year where they were supposed to do like the whole programming and making the game, they delayed it to the last 3 months. And they took 3 months to make that game. And the coders, the people that were doing the game were they said that they're living hell, because every day they would wake up really long hours and they had no rest. And those horror stories that Stevie was mentioning, they're true, especially if the developers don't know what they're doing. And like what a lot of these companies do is that the AAA titles, they look for a specific niche game, and they got proposed by these small companies, and then EA they don't buy them, but they fund them. They fund like the game so they could be released under the EA license, right? So like this company wasn't prepared, and it's exactly the same thing that happened to that other game that's space, and we played it before, Eddie. No Man's Sky. Yeah, that's exactly the same thing that happened, because it was a small indie company, and then a bigger company made it into a AAA title, and they were unprepared. So I feel like this might be the same thing, even though they don't have the same experience. They actually make good games previously. I feel like it just shows that the company, the developers that were making the game, were really unprepared with hiccups along the road.
It just shows you that it should have been on Kickstarter.
Yeah, it should
just like my 3d printer.
Just like No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was also on Kickstarter.
Never got my 3D printer.
Feels bad.
Yeah, so at the filming of this podcast, they just recently announced the new AMD graphics card. They're going to announce, I believe, 3 models: the 6800, 6800 XT, and 6900 XT. All 3 of which are supposedly going to compete head to head with NVIDIA. So the 6800 is the comparison to the 3700. 6800 XT is the 3800, and then the 6900 XT is the 3900. It's very interesting. They're making a lot of claims. Benchmarks haven't came out yet, at least at the filming of this podcast, to kind of say is it going to be good or not compared to the other ones? But they're making claims. They're saying that like head to head, that they're comparable. The thing that I think from what I've read and what I've seen, the thing that's like kind of missing is like the ray tracing stuff. The ray tracing stuff is like not as comparable, which is why the AMD cards are significantly cheaper. I know that the 3900 NVIDIA 3900 is retailing right now at $1,500. And the 6900 XT, which is supposed to be the direct competitor to that, is only $1,000. So that's a $500 difference. The graphics performance is supposed to be similar, but the ray tracing is supposed to be less. As far as what I've read and what I've seen, I'm still researching this myself, because I'm building my new computer very soon. At the airing of this podcast, it will be one day until the release of the new Zen 3 chips, which I am waiting for very patiently to get my Zen 3 chip. I got all the rest of my parts. I just need the chip. But I plan on still using my same graphics card, at least for the time being. I have a NVIDIA 970. I don't plan on changing it until 2 things happen. One, I get a 2K monitor, because it's like why up the res if I'm not even going to be able to see it. And then 2, when I make a decision on whether I'm going to go with a NVIDIA or an AMD, and honestly, they're saying that with the Zen 3 chips that you're going to actually get better performance on the graphics card as well. Like they're gonna have, I forgot what they called them. I think they called them like smart CPUs or something like that, to where basically they're gonna intelligently like power the GPU to better serve your games. So I'm personally really excited about this, especially because like I'm in the market for a new PC and a lot of new PC parts. I will likely be doing a build stream for my new computer, which is going to be interesting because it's the first computer that I've built all by myself. So I had some help on my last one. So we'll see how that goes.
So expect a small flame to engulf the computer.
Yeah, I bought like so much stuff. I'm actually gonna do. I don't know if you guys are interested in this, but so I'm actually like, as part of this, like I've gone all out because like here on my desk setup, I have wires everywhere and all that. You know, no more. I bought all of the cable management stuff, and I'm gonna like redo my whole desk, and we're gonna put little cubbies and all that stuff. Man, it's gonna be crisp. I'm excited.
Is this gonna be a Linux Tech Tips video?
Yeah, Stevie Tech Tips.
Are you gonna put your build on the PC Builder, that website?
Yeah, I'll have it up there. As soon as I for sure finish it. They haven't put the new CPUs on there yet, so which is why I haven't really shared it out much. But yeah, I'll put it on there so that everybody could take a look.
Okay.
Once it's done.
So the very next topic we're gonna be talking about is the Riot's launching their very first single-player game, which is called Ruined King, and it'll be out early 2021. I personally, since me and Eddie are probably the people that play League the most, I am kind of excited. I want to see what they're gonna do with it. I'm not a big fan of Riot, as you can tell, with our previous discussion, but I think this is very interesting because like. It just I just want to see how they're gonna do it, but it's just astonished me. I'm astonished by the fact that rather than fixing their client that's been broken for 10 years, they rather make a first single player game, which I'm just like, okay, bro, like you have a Valorant over here who's the client is better than League of Legends, and League of Legends your cash cow. Why don't you fucking take care of League of Legends, fix your client, fix the tribunal system? Tribunal is basically whenever someone's getting banned or someone's being toxic.
Yeah, no one gets banned anymore. It's ridiculous.
They need to fix a lot of things that are significant for League of Legends, and but they don't. They don't really like. A lot of people have issues whenever they play League of Legends. Is that whenever many people don't know, but League of Legends, whenever you have the client, it opens up a application for the client, and then once the game starts, that opens another applications. So like there was a bug back then where the game would close, but it will be still running in the background. So you get to your client and it'll be like, oh, waiting for game to respond. So like it's like you're in limbo, and I don't know. There's so many bugs with the clients. What I'm trying to say is that Riot, like I appreciate the ambition you guys are having, because on top of this, they're also making a brawler game. They have a card game. They have a first person shooter game. They have a League of Legends. And now they're doing a single player game. I feel like they're trying to be like Blizzard, but they're not Blizzard. And Blizzard already perfected it, and they're not spreading themselves too thin. I'm pretty sure that they have a big like company with a bunch of employees for different departments, but still, like I feel like they need to focus, like pinpoint like bugs, things that they need to be fixed, and then do them. Rather than be like, oh, we'll do it eventually, or making new games.
I didn't even know they were making a single player.
Yeah, I didn't know this either. I thought they were gonna do the fighter, and then they recently made the League of Legends Rift walk or Rift, whatever. It's on mobile, which is just League of Legends on mobile. But it's a whole new deal, and also they're making TFT. That's another department. TFT, Team Fight Tactics. I don't know. It just seems like
you also liked a lot.
Huh?
Which you also loved.
I also like TFT, yes. Yeah, fuck Riot. I'm not gonna give them no more money.
I love the game.
They're a small company.
What you're saying is they're gonna do a League of Legends MMO.
I don't know.
Maybe with World of Warcraft. Oh yeah, what if they did that? Man. Would you play that? Would you? Where it's just all League characters?
I would try it. It would probably be
if it's
like
free. I'll try it.
It would be something like like what's it called? DC, where like you have to go to certain heroes and you pick your faction.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be kind of like that because there's a lore. Something I love, and mostly people from SavePoint don't like, is story. I love story. I love the lore of certain games. Like it's so fascinating to me. So if they were to do an MMO, I would be like, fuck no, don't do it. But if they did do it, I'll be like, okay, that'll be cool. But because
okay.
They're spraying themselves too thin. They just like, I don't know, like from outside looking in, it just looks like their heads everywhere and they're not focusing on one thing to perfect, or not to perfect, but to improve. I don't know.
So right now, like outside looking in, League of Legends by itself is fine. There's thousands of players, they keep playing it. It might have bugs, but people keep playing it. So do I prioritize the bugs of this client?
Let me fix this
Hell
for you.
nah.
George still plays it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if this guy's still playing it, I'm a developer. I'm actually the manager, right? I'm manager of the League of Legends team. We're like, okay, we got this bug here. But how many people do we have playing? Oh, we have this many people. How many people do I complaining? Oh, that's many people. Does it stop people from playing? Nah. Okay, we good. All right, let's go to the next bug.
All right, focus group. All right. Okay, so you hate the client, you hate this, you hate that. And how many times do you play a week? Oh, okay, cool. Check box checked.
That's all I hear, Stevie.
I don't know. I don't know, right? I mean, right.
Like, he realized it's true.
Well, I mean, there's like certain top, like you play it because the season's coming to the end, but then you stop playing it. But like that small retention rate where it's gonna be from March to July, I feel like there's a huge drop off. But during that time, they had Valorant and stuff like that, so people are playing other games. But I guess they're trying to mitigate, like rather than finding new audience, they're just trying to migrate their audience to a different location where they see drop offs are coming up. Like I don't know, that's how I'm seeing it. But I guess it's a good business plan. I don't know, but
I mean, it's working for them so far.
Yeah, it is working for them until it's not gonna work, and then they're gonna crash and burn. But by now they're like a multi-billion-dollar company. They can survive a couple years. But yeah, I could talk about this forever. Fuck Riot. But the next thing we're gonna talk about is recently a legend passed away. Sean Connery, better known as James Bond 007. He passed away last week, and it's really sad and disheartening because I grew up playing his game. Well, not playing his games, but playing 007 games.
The Pierce Brosnan games.
Yeah, and I actually saw like the old 007 movies with my grandmother. So like it's really like I don't know. It's just like a great loss, and everyone knows him as James Bond, the mixed not stirred and shit like that. Like that shit's like always really cool.
Every time I think of Sean Connery, I think of who is it? They had his SNL character on Celebrity Jeopardy. That's the only way I think of him. It's like I screwed your mother last night, Trebek. Yeah, I loved Will Ferrell, and I think it's Phil Hartman that used to do it. I can't remember for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know much about the guy, but whenever you say 007, all I think of is Pierce Brosnan, because that's what I grew up with. That's my James Bond for me.
Yeah, I just think of Nintendo 64 and then
GoldenEye.
Yeah, he's just walking around, shitty ass graphics now, but
amazing back in the day.
Yeah,
it was a fun game, man. I used to play that game a lot. I had it.
Yeah, we used to play a lot. It was really fun playing with people.
It was the best first-person shooter back then, and apparently it still holds up to some people. They really love it still.
Is that what you mean, CSGO?
It made shooters what they are today, man.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, well, the next topic we're going to be talking about is the Mandalorian Season 2 premiere. Now I'm going to ask you guys a question. Have you guys seen it? The first episode?
No. Shush.
I haven't seen
I
it
freaking
yet.
love Star Wars, man. Don't spoil anything for me.
No, I haven't seen it. I actually haven't seen season 1, so screw me.
What?
I got Disney Plus 1 year only to watch The Mandalorian. And it finishes in December. I don't know if I'll be able to finish, the second season of Mandalorian. By
Hey,
the way.
Nick, this is a big no-no. I shouldn't be asking this, but can I have your password? I'm kidding.
We will have a watch party in Discord. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll be down to watch it like soon.
Rewatch Mandalorian with Stevie or Mandalorian with Stevie.
Dude, they're making so much money, bro. Like
Yeah,
they
they are.
when Mandalorian came out, dude, the freaking Yoda baby, like
Baby.
Baby Yoda, Nick. It's too
Yoda
hard.
baby.
Yoda baby.
I couldn't think the words, man. Baby Yoda was just selling the shit for Disney, dude. I forgot who said. Was it
Solo
with
Han,
you guys
is
that?
that what you're gonna call him?
I forgot. Was it yesterday? Somebody with us that said like that there were tweets that he died, or was this another group of friends?
Oh no. Somebody we were playing, and then someone said, "Oh yeah, he died," and I was just like, "No way, he fucking died!" Like,
He's a cash cow. There's no way he died.
who said that?
Yeah, I don't know, but I remember hearing you say like, "No, but wait, he can't die. Disney makes so much money." Like you were saying, like that guy sells the Mandalorian for sure, bro. I mean, this is the wave, but like.
Wait, I
that,
think I might have
baby?
said it actually. I was like, I saw the first episode, Baby Yoda died or some shit. I forgot who's. I think it might have been me. I don't know. I forgot.
Might have been Jose.
Oh yeah, it was Jose. You're right. Because I was like, hey bro, did you see the new Mandalorian? He's like, yeah, Baby Yoda died, and I'm like, fuck no, he can't fucking die, dude. Like he's the money. He's the cash cow for them right now.
Yeah, dude. So good. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I want to watch it. Probably watch it sometime today or tomorrow. But yeah, literally, I got Disney Plus, and that was the only reason I got it to watch that show. I've only used it. I opened it to watch that show. Haven't opened it since then. Been waiting for the second season. It's here, so I can open Disney Plus
You
again.
should watch at least some movie. There's some pretty good Disney movies out there.
Is Mulan on it? I want to see the new Mulan, but I
You
don't
have to pay for it. You have to wait till
no.
post December something, I think, so it can be free.
Fuck
I'm
that.
gonna- Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till
Yeah.
December.
I know exactly. That's the tweet. It was like, I was like, oh, pay $30 today or wait till December. Guess it comes out in December.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that. It was interesting. I guess they're trying to.
trying
They're
new
trying to
stuff.
find
It's a
more
new-
ways to make
It's a new
money, man.
world. It's a new world where there might not be movie theaters anymore. I mean,
It's a whole
Dirty
new
what?
world.
like they're saying like I mean, there's movie theaters that might be shutting down like for good, like so we'll see how next year turns out. I really want to see the new Fast and Furious movie. And
Me
the new
too.
Halloween movies come, like Halloween Kills was supposed to come out this year, man. It was supposed to come out this year, but they're not releasing it till next year now. Sad boy hours.
Movie theaters better stay alive somehow. I mean, if somebody restarts it, I feel like they'd be fine after we settled up on our new norms and peak and go. Like it'll come back, but it would be sad to see them die. Any of them.
Like,
Especially Cinemark.
I would personally like to try out car theaters or whatever they're called.
Drive-in theater.
Yeah, thank you.
Then we have to buy
I
a fucking
found
van, way.
those.
Yeah,
They're-
but
they're
you can
fun.
bring your own food. You can bring whatever the fuck you want. You can put
You-
the seats back and lay back in the back of your truck.
Nick, you forget we're
Yeah.
Mexican. We could pack fucking 20 people in a little smart car, bro.
Fuck, I'll
You're
park
not
it in my
wrong,
Jeep,
but I
open
want to
the
watch a
trunk,
movie
and lay
com-
down there,
on
bro.
comfort way.
That's why.
You can sit on my lap, Nick. That'll be comfort for you.
Oh my
Pull up
god.
in a pickup truck, pull up in a Jeep, whatever. Open the trunk, bring an air mattress,
And then you can
bring your own food,
around,
tailgate, have a
Mulan.
barbecue.
Cálmate, güey. Te van a cobrar, güey.
Alright, fine. Bring your McDonald's Big Mac or whatever, McRib, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
bring
it
me back
sounds
to
better.
McRib.
Yeah.
McRib. But the only thing I will say about the Mandalorian is that I was actually really surprised on how good it was made, like produced.
Yeah.
I was really surprised how well it was produced. I thought it was gonna be some like one-off shitty ass show, but because
I love the different style of every episode. Like every
Yeah,
episode was
yeah.
very unique.
totally like I'm not a really big fan of Disney owning Star Wars because I feel like they butchered a lot of the lore and like the movies are not up to par like of what I wanted, and so I'm not that big of a fan. But I am a fan of all the spin-offs because I love the Rogue One. That was such an awesome movie. I really like Han Solo Solo, even though people didn't like it. I really liked it more than the actual trilogy of the new trilogy. And I'm a really big fan of the Mandalorian. It's like I was like, whoa! And then Baby Yoda was just the cherry on top because he was muy bueno. All the memes that came out of it, like Disney could not have asked for a better marketing like team, like because they capitalized on Baby Yoda's popularity, and they just like, okay, we're gonna make a bunch of memes and send them all out. Fuck it, and then it became super popular, and now Mandalorian's like really hot, and it's in. So good job on Disney, but fuck you because they're soulless company.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Any big conglomerates, man.
Everything
we didn't have
loves, he hates.
Yeah, everything I love, I hate at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship, literally.
All right, I'm writing this down. We're gonna have a podcast that talks about monopolies. All right,
Yeah, because
and then we're gonna play Monopoly and talk about monopolies.
Yeah, we're gonna play Monopolies. That'd be interesting. But I don't know if you guys want to add anything to the Disney stuff.
Nah, me personally, I have not much to say.
Okay, and we're gonna keep it in the same trend for movies, but we're gonna talk about another Disney movie, Spider-Man. Spider-Man, it's gonna be
Is that Disney? I thought it was Sony.
No, Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Universe is Doctor Strange. That's why. So Doctor Strange is coming out with a new movie with Spider-Man. They're gonna team up, and it's gonna be like similar to the actual anime show that came out in 2018. At the very end, it's the Spider-Verse, and they're gonna bring out.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, they're gonna bring all the Spider-Men. So like, Tobey Maguire is confirmed to be a cast member, and also Andrew Garfield is gonna be a cast member, and also the person from La La Land. What's her name? The one that was
Gwen Stacy,
Gwen Stacy.
That's what she played.
Yeah. I forgot her name.
She's gonna die again.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy's gonna reprise her role. I forgot her name.
What about Mary Jane from the Tobey Maguire movies?
I don't know.
Oh, Kristen Stewart. Oh,
it might
they need to bring
actually
her back.
have. But yeah, so like they were getting a bunch of old actors to reprise their roles for this new movie, so that's awesome. I'm really excited. And also they have the same Simmons, or what's that guy's name? The one that's the reporter, J.K. Simmons. Is that his name?
I think that's him. Yeah.
J.K. Simmons reprised his role as Jonah, the hard-hitting reporter who wants a picture of Spider-Man. I want my picture of Spider-Man. God damn it! So I'm really excited.
I don't want these anime waifus. I want Spider-Man.
Yeah. So, like, say what you will about the Marvel Universe and Disney, even though I hate Disney, but they make good movies. They have a formula, and they follow the fucking formula for Marvel. Not for Star Wars, Marvel. So
Marvel makes the monies, bro. Marvel just slap Marvel on it, dude. Billions, millions of dollars. Just
that was the idea with Star Wars.
They got me all the time.
So I'm actually really excited for this, and yeah, it's gonna be a good movie.
I agree. Doctor Strange is also really cool. I'm excited to see him again. Is it the same actor?
Doctor Strange is actually one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Yeah, what's his name? Cumberbatch?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Doctor Strange movie was pretty good. I also, even though this is not related to this, I think I saw an article that Hulk was getting a new movie by himself. I think I saw that. But every Hulk movie I've ever seen is pure trash. So
did you also see the Avengers ones? Like Hulk?
No,
movies?
He's talking about the one-offs, like the one that was specific to the Hulks.
But were those pre-Avengers or because I don't remember?
Yeah, that was pre-Marvel, Marvel and Avengers stuff like that. I think it was supposed to be a spin-off because they made that movie because of the popularity of Iron Man, but they weren't gonna put them all together. They didn't envision 5 years from then that they're all gonna be able to make one giant movie.
Yeah,
that's why in the original.
Did they ever make another one?
No, it was just those 3 Hulk movies, and the original Hulk actor is not the actor anymore. It's some another Palau. I forgot his name, but he does Hulk really well.
Mark Ruffalo, yeah.
Yeah.
He's really
well, that's the newest one, yeah. But there was another one. I think he was the one from Fight Club, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's the Fight Club dude.
Yeah.
Also a good movie.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
get.
But he's supposed to make one, but I'm just kind of scared because I feel like Hulk never, like I said, all the movies I've seen with Hulk by himself are like trash. Like I don't really like any of them. They don't. I will tell you like Ragnarok, but that's not a Hulk movie.
That's
Oh, I was
Um,
gonna mention that. Yeah.
Thor movie. It's literally called Thor Ragnarok, I think.
Yeah.
That was good, but that was not Hulk by himself. That was Hulk with freaking
Yeah.
Thor and the other people that they had brought from the Thor universe, right?
They'll probably end up doing something like that, where it's like it's Hulk and friends. You know?
I think there was actually a show called Hulk and Friends, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the Dexter spin-off where they have like, remember that show where they have like Hulk ripoff and Captain America ripoffs and stuff like that.
Oh,
And the
yeah,
monkey
yeah.
as the superhero. Like that shit was so badass. I'm waiting for that movie. Hit us up when that shit's coming up. That's gonna be some good shit. But yeah, this is a good spot to end it off. We talked about a lot of things, and hopefully everyone is doing well. And we'll see you guys at the next save point. See ya.
Bye.
Later, guys.
Bye.